like and subscribe to our channel.
Book Sprachner.
How to judge the reliability of a primary source. Judging the reliability of a primary source involves assessing several key aspects. Authorship and credibility determine who created the source and their credibility. The background, expertise, and position of the author can influence the reliability of the information. For instance, a diary entry from a well-known historical figure about their personal experiences is generally considered reliable for understanding their thoughts and actions. Caution. To evaluate an author's background, expertise, and position, one must first accept historical claims about these attributes. This process involves initially extending trust to these historical judgments, essentially assuming their accuracy to assess the credibility of the authorship. Consequently, historical inquiries must begin by presuming the truth of historical sources, and then proceed to scrutinize them for any inaccuracies or credibility issues. Moreover, acknowledging someone as a historical figure requires accepting historical judgments that designate them as such, which again relies on a preliminary extension of trust. Operating with total skepticism would prevent us from accepting both the status of a person as a historical figure and the historical accuracy of their background and expertise. This would leave us unable to assess the credibility of any source. In summary, conducting historical research and applying methodical skepticism simultaneously is impractical. It offers no starting point to consider any information as historically accurate. Therefore, trust must be extended at some point. If this extension of trust must occur arbitrarily at some point, it is logical to extend it consistently across all historical judgments until there is a clear reason to doubt their credibility. Context. Understand the historical, cultural, and situational context, which have already been presumed as historically true, in which the source was created. The context can affect how the information was recorded and the purpose behind its creation. For example, propaganda posters from wartime may not provide an unbiased view of events, but are reliable for understanding the sentiments and official messages promoted during that period. Purpose and audience. Presuming the historicity of the context and author and the statements made by the author, assess why the source was created and for whom. Sources intended to persuade or propagandize might be less reliable for factual accuracy, but valuable for analyzing how groups were influenced or targeted at the time. Consistency. Check the consistency of the source with other primary and secondary sources, already presumed as historically reliable. If the information diverges significantly without clear reason, the reliability of the source might be questioned. However, discrepancies don't always discredit a source. They can also provide insights into different perspectives or errors in other sources. Physical condition and integrity. Evaluate the physical state of the source, if applicable, such as a historical document or artifact. Damage or alterations can affect the interpretability and reliability of the source. The presence of multiple manuscripts of a document often results in different versions, which in turn encourages the practice of textual criticism. Date and proximity. Consider when the source was created relative to the events it describes. Sources created contemporaneously with the events they describe are often, but not always, more reliable. For example, a letter written during an event is likely more accurate in capturing immediate reactions than a memoir written years later. Bias and subjectivity. Recognize any inherent biases the creator might have had and how these might influence the content. All sources have some degree of bias, but understanding this can help you critically analyze the information provided. Assessing these factors helps you not only judge the reliability of a primary source, but also understand its limitations and how it can best be used as evidence in broader historical or research contexts.
Book Sprachner.